Does the screen have to go black? I don't like that. Anyway, hello. Yeah, let's get started. Before we actually get started though, I was just in G pose because I wanted the camera to be centered. No particular reason. This seems to look better than, I don't know. I'm trying to say like two things at once here. I'm getting confused. Anyway, I did some thinking and I'm gonna stick to the. I'm not gonna bother with all the different roles on this character. I mean, maybe like if there's interest in seeing role quests with Nidhogg, we'll go back and level some of the other classes, but I don't care. So right now, Black Mage is kind of the class where Nidhogg feels the most Nidhoggian. So we're gonna be a Black Mage. I think Dark Knight to, because I've leveled all of the classes up at least a little bit. I mean, I'm still working on Dragoon and Astrologian on my main, but I have all the rest of them at max. And I think Dark Knight and Black Mage are gonna just be the best classes for him, because they like suit his vibe. And even though they are two corners of the Goth triangle, but I mean, it's Nidhogg. Nidhogg is like the edge. Right? That. Alright, anyway, so. Hello, Minfilia. Minfilia would have me assist Alphino in his new station as commander of the Crystal Graves. Do I have to? Why don't you do it? Not like we're doing anything. Try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding, but it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The primals have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the Grand Communities. Should any suspicious activity be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Asians, Urianger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beasts. Go away, phone. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all of this you knew already. Let us speak of the more current matters, in particular the state of the Crystal Graves. Alphino did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I fear that a helping hand or two would not go astray. What is under my desk? Oh, cotton ball. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alphino has entrusted countless matters of import to your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again were you to offer. I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. You know, I see where you're coming from. Okay, here's my viewpoint. The boy already has a bad habit of treating me like an employee, and I don't want to encourage him, because I don't work for him, but he seems to think that I do. Minfilia, do you understand this? Minfilia, please don't make me go help Alphino. Alphino's gonna boss me around and act like I work for him again, and I can't. I hate it. I hate him. Minfilia, please. You know, this is why nobody likes you. Okay? I know that was huge. Like Minfilia, I don't have a particularly strong opinion of the one way or the other. She's kind of, you know, she gives quests. Alright. What's up, Tatar? I like you. You're my friend. Wow! It's a war, Nidhogg! Okay. What's up, Sloppy? up, Senpai? I don't know how much that is true, but I do know that Japanese food is tasty, so I would take it for it. I like miso. Miso is yummy. It's one of my favorite things, miso. I wish it was more readily available. Right there. Okay, Brat. So before we start, I need you to understand something. I don't work for you. You order me around. I'm going to use the slap mode on you, and you're not going to care because you're just a computer program. Understood? Okay. What is it, Nidhogg? I do be concise. I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants our attention. Given its sensitive nature, I was hesitant to entrust it to my braves, but the demands upon my time are such that I have little choice. Which is not to say that my men want for labor. Though we are but newly formed, there is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard-pressed to answer all these petitions. But I trust, I probably should not be rolling my soda around like I was doing my creating. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted its resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilbert. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Nidhogg. And what's up, Sloppy?
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the Immortal Flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway. And if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purposes by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-woman army like you.
One second. I was moving my microphone up instead of muting myself because I wanted to avoid the black screen, and then I went chatting in Discord, so we got the black screen. I failed you. Anyway, off to Nidhogg. Oh shit! I think the link of the stream is. I mean, it's just like this. They want it. Maybe they want to know what I'm streaming. Second. Okay, Rabon. Oh, look at the dancing. Well, there was a I guess the next patch is coming next week, which means Tuesday we won't be streaming because I'll be playing the patch. Wednesday we might. We'll see. If we do, it's just going to be more level 59. We need to do Wanderers, Palace, Fair Serious, and On the Floor. Those are the only ones that we need to do so that we can unlock the other version. I want to do both Wanderers, Palaces. You get Palace. Is there Palaces on the floor at level 2? Yes, this is the city, and then after the city, you get the Palace. Yes, there's a guy who's waiting in the heaven. And the Fair Serious we have to do South Side. You know what? No, we're not gonna do Fair Serious. Fair Serious stuff. It sucks. We'll do it when we can solve it. But like tear through without even stopping. So like you gotta be like with max. We want to look for like level 100. We'll just fuck Fair Serious stuff. Anyway, I'm sorry, Rabon. I am getting distracted.
Well, well, what brings you here, my friend?
She is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you! The honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye. We've both come far, have we not? Lest you wonder, Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches, and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Ha! Spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to her, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the Monetarists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland. Flame General, you wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Oh yay, I get a reward. Hey. What's up, man? Albert is eager to continue his investigation into the Garlean spy known as the Ivy. Our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Levier. Sorry, I'm making fun of my sister. Um, she's doing Mount Wolfhold right now. She keeps fighting Sakura. Sakura, frustrating. I finished it this morning. Sakura, it's not that bad. I was not like that. Just fucking lion. What's up, dude? We have returned to Uldal, Commander. And not a moment too soon. Something has happened. Trouble? You'll recall that the Fourth was tasked with reconnoitering the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's Midian and his Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. That's damn it. According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Garleans are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for their safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves to our field. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I am afraid I must ask for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Garleans with our captives. Your time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Aliana of the Fourth lies in wait in the Tangle near the entrance to Cashman Sentry. Seek her out and she will apprise you of the situation. And sorry, I'd like to do this naughty voice. Do that. Anyway. Neat. Some burb. I think this year was really short, and I didn't really have much time to chat about anything. I mean, I guess I could have probably talked about playing cards, but I was concentrating on playing cards. Is that Fortunate Grave? I'm sorry. Fresh. Aha! Alright. Sorry. What's up, lady? You would aid us in the rescue mission. We are in your debt, Warrior of Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief you on the situation. The Guardians fell upon us without warning, wounding Koresh and hauling her away to the castle yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee and regroup. Even as we speak, the Guardians may be interrogating Lesh, or worse. With her hurts, I fear she will not long survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. And our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is as strong as mithril. None of us will stand by while comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Cashton Sentry. Please help us find Rush before it is too late. Okay. Little thing. You know who's got the best salute? Maelstrom. You know who has the best uniforms? Maelstrom. You know who has the best commander? Maelstrom. The best city-state? Maelstrom. I like Maelstrom. Whee! Huh. Where are they? Ah. The Eps titties. I don't know who has the best titties, Noah. Where am I? Is it the commander of Maelstrom? Because this has definitely got big ones. Resh, thank God you found you. Can we not do that? And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now to quit this cursed place. Resh cannot move with those words. She will need to be carried out. I believe a diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Garleans would be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let us speak again once we are safely outside these walls. The Immortal Flames don't have the best titties. Okay, there we go. Take a little nap. Walk one by one. Well, that can't be true either, because Raubon's got quite large titties. Did you not see him? Excuse me, you were not invited. Yeah, I mean, just to give this aesthetic appreciation to. I mean, I gotta be in the mood for it, I guess. Kitty. I don't know. Max is gonna get over here. Anyway, why are we talking about titties in this family stream? This is a children's program. I'm just kidding. No, it's not. Wait, what? What did they... Hold on. Oh, right. They were inside and now they are... Okay. I was like, wait, why are we going back where we just were? Because we weren't just there. Hello, Elian. I have awaited your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Resh is safe and we suffered no further casualties. Words cannot well express my gratitude. All that is left is to report the mission success to Commander Levior. I shall go ahead to the Rising Stones. Goodbye. Could you do it, and then I don't have to do it, and then I can go do other things? Haha, I was fine. You can't catch me. Okay. Bam! Crash feet first into the ground. Yeah. Alphino. Oh, baby Eric Prince, there you are. Hello. It does me well to see you thus returned, though I doubt not your prowess. Entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as is your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared for by the Domans. Thanks to their expert administration of the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Nidhogg. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Resh owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Nidhogg, I realize you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Kurthus. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary, you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the Trapin's fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you are ready. And let's. How do they look with? Hey, they're not bad. And Diane. Includes fine. You know what? Yeah, I like it. Okay. There we go. That'll do. With it. Alright, brat. What do you want? Hey, look! It's our future lady wife! An influential Ishgardian wishes to meet the Warrior of Light, and Alphino would like nothing more than to oblige him. A rare opportunity, Nidhogg. An audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. Oh joy, I can't wait. I am so excited. We are to treat with Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. It would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emmerich wishes to meet the dragon behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan when you request your permission to accompany me to Kurthus. I don't need it. Mayhap you feel this to be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of the pen than the thrust of the sword. That's really rich coming from You just founded a mercenary company, dude. You got no one to talk. Sorry, do you hear this shit? You can't hear this kid, child? I know, right? Put that Alphino to work on some of that. Yeah. Gloves? I don't know why he thinks I need your permission. I'm meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador. By all means, I think it a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual Beast Tribe activity of late. If Alphino believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent. I take it Nidhogg has explained the situation. He has, yet welcomed both these overtures, or I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Word that I knew, the question of their motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, saturated in the center of Abalathia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver Spear Skies. Since which time, the borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' pleas even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall as once fell Alamigo. And what have my efforts yielded? Why not? Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. I can't imagine. But such is the nature of diplomacy. We will bring their agendas to the negotiating table. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. This boy has a lot of trouble wrapping his head around people having different beliefs than him. The Empire will be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Nidhogg. Our friend Lord Orshafont is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with a man. Excellent work, whose fondness may prove useful to our cause. Okay. Anyway. You know what? Actually, maybe I don't like these bugs as much as I thought. Leave. Ow. What's up, guy? Nidhogg, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall struggle in cold times. He's offering it to me, not to you. Ah, good Master Alphino, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Orchapon, forgive us for yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Forton may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand. Sir Emmerich arrived from Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey, now except we can teleport, and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. He will grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. Okay. As inviting as your heart sounds, I think it's best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. Okay. You know, if you're gonna whine about the cold, you can just, like, put a coat on. Little dumb brat. These guys don't seem to mind. Wee! Let's go right now. Hello, House for Tom Guard. Let me in. You can. This didn't even wait out here. He's a bad boy.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Amaric, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen
My
guardian of
dad.
Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
Pants! You have pants. Thank you for pants. I don't need pants. Wait, no I do. Yeah, I remember. I got a... Yeah. I was gonna say, I have the tanky gear, but I don't. I got the weapons. Not the equipment. The armor. Anyway, I think it's very funny. You were talking a lot of shit about how you were gonna drive a hard bargain and negotiate like a champ, and then you just kind of let him like, decide everything, and we're just like, okay, sure. Yeah, okay, bye. Okay, fine. You suck. You suck at this, boy. Boy, you're bad at this. Anyway. Recent developments have given Alphinaud much to consider. Can't even see them. Okay. Oh, they look bad. No. Okay. Just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would no more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Orchepont and find out what he has learned. Yeah, bye. Horsey fans. I'm sorry, I overshot that. Instead, I did that. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. Isard's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. It was an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then, as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. It would be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only such few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Orchepont said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truth, Nidhogg. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush sites in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings. Yay. Roll. Okay. Why so taciturn? You acting like I murdered your sister very recently or something. It wasn't murder. I didn't murder anybody. Not murdered. Told her friend put in combat. Anyway, fuck am I going? I hate his garden. Fuck that. How's it going? I don't know if Noah's still awake. He can't fall asleep. Slept for 20 hours on Monday. That was very nice. I was all tuckered out. I mean, it wasn't like 20 consecutive hours. I slept, I went to bed about 9 a.m., woke up and feed the cats and made some burritos for dinner, and then went back to sleep. Until like midnight, and then I woke up and I played video games for 4 hours, and then I went right back to sleep. What's up, dude? Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for Lord Orchepont bid you speak with us. Then you must beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left an area crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. The whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it, though a damn sight hard to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own hidden away off. Ah, but pay no heed to my ramblings. Why can't I talk? Absent of proof, 'tis not for circulation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, who was there during the attack, and not that his Okay. That was a weird line, right? Yeah. Turn the air conditioner on to keep the apartment down. It's really hot in here. I was gonna turn it off after about an hour, but it's been about an hour and it's still really hot in here. Maybe I should turn it off anyway. Oh, yeah, please. What's up, man? You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims remarked them as lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melted snow. I just need to know what happened, dude. I don't need your fucking creative writing project. Just a young girl, I thought. Some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I mean, they'd have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. Isar's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Hey, Shiva is a summon in the video games. Before I report to Alpha now, I'm going to go one real quick. Need to air conditioners. I'll be right back. Okay. Back. Right. Like I did remember to, I don't care. I like ignoring him because he is annoying. Hello. Turn, what news have you for us? Blah, 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 blah. It seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of me and Kidrion, Master Alphino? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Oh, how scandalous. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. My goodness. Let's look up some cough drops while I was up. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Orshifon, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva as a beast tribe with a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Orshifon, would you agree that discretion is of paramount concern? Or you would, blah, blah, blah. Of course. But we're talking about this in this room with lots of people hanging around, and that guy is sitting and standing there and staring at us. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphino. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I'm sure you would not miss this for the world. Sorry, for a second there, for some reason I was worried that my headphones weren't working. They are. Didn't have the volume turned up very high. Anyway, what do you want? Strength and unity! Woe betide the heretic who crosses Alphino Leva Europe, for they shall feel the full force of his fury. Yes, he's very scary. The persistent attacks on our caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Nidhogg, pray join me in Whiterun Front. Since the incident in Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is by hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drummond should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then? Good. Bye. Bye. God, he's so annoying. Is he annoying? The birdie. My birdie. Oh. Alright. That's fucking annoying. You ever notice how annoying this stupid kid is? Bye. There. Say. Here. There it is. Crashing. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? There you go. Hey, guy. Hey, not lady guy. Hey, brat. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Guillemot. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions are all but confirms our suspicions. I've heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to Whiteburn front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such is my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove all too brief collaboration, Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be several means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Guillemot has one in mind? I don't know. Why don't you ask him? You're standing closer to him than I am. Yes, yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there's aught else you would have us do, pray speak and it shall be done. Aren't your thighs cold? Alright. Fancy shoes. Only the naive place all their hopes in the success of a single solution, and Lord Guillemot is anything less. It seems as though we are always one step behind. Bye, Gold Taxi! Our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the selfsame result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guiyang? We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Whiteburn Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Jean Chamont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Okay, bye. Dying. Hey, good night. What happened? Did you hear a noise? Huh? Did you hear one? There it is. Sit here and be all covert. Look at that. That is covert person. Those two Elizons have the same face. Okay, they both have that weird Michael Cera face. I'm super stealthy. Yeah. Hi. Oh, okay. If you don't mind, I'm going to lurk here by the wayside. Would you stop doing that? I'm trying to concentrate. I am a master of subterfuge. Hey, where in the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... Bloody echo. Lower your voice or I'll hear you some white from front. Yes, of course. The temple knights are... in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me? We already knew about... Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnel. Dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, if you waste my time again. Is that clear? Yeah. Bye. Alrighty. Let's think how long this section is. All the stuff with... Yeah, it is. I don't know how long this chunk is. I mean, I know I'm preparing myself to be here for a few hours, but... Hi. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? Not. I see. I saw the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Ah, would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be weeded out and put to the sword. Okay, Allied forces at Snowcloak are in danger, and Lord Jamon would have you assist in ensuring their safety. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durndare knights are on net patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with this search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Halone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Nidhogg. The lives of our allies are at stake. Yeah, this way. Tunnel? Where's the tunnel? Tunnel! Tunnel! Tunnel. There. Ah! Don't care. Goodbye. Nope. Okay. Okay, there it is. And boom. Oh, wait, oh. Stop. Behind is that person? Okay. Tunnel. This way. There. Around here. This way. Okay, I got it. Oh, back. Sure. Thing. Dude, I got things. Yeah. Bam! Hi. My knight sent no word of your coming, Nidhogg. What has happened? What is that in your hand? Battle parchment. By the Fury! Those are veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No, we have not them in despair. Not now, not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights of the Crystal Graves. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when their watch was weakest. We could use their turn. I can read. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. Hold on. Oh, fun to make next quicker. How stern, Dare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing our knights from the stone vigil. I see no other way to safeguard the lives of our... No, I'm not. No, I give up. I give up. No. I cannot. I cannot read. I will not read today. My mouth says no. No reading today. Gonna make it big. Okay. If this doesn't work, I don't have my glasses. If this doesn't work, then I give up. And there will be no reading. Path of the Righteous. Lord Dramon, can you get your butt out of my face? Lord Dramon recognizes that the situation in Snowcloak is coming to a head and that decisive action must be taken. Time is up since Nidhogg. While my knights make it ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down ere their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we have discovered. I think I'll walk. Yeah, I'll walk. Let's go walking. No, walk. No, not walking? Okay. Bam! Bam! Go on. I'm not going to let that man tell me what to do. He's a fish guardian, and I don't like those guys. Going the wrong way. Let's lose my point. Let's go. There they are. Hey, it's this bad person. This annoying person. And then this person. And this person. And then this person. Nidhogg, this is a welcome surprise, perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... What's going on, Nor? You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levieur been informed that the Braves must be made aware? Why don't you talk to me? Right there. It must be here. I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? It is but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it. This is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Come here, girl. Oh, they're talking to Alpha now. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Oh, only my pride, Ida. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Levior! Evil boy. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface after. Yeah. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly, the heretics sit near flung themselves upon our shore to defend it. Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Some of the others were going in. A moment, Alphino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. Take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would become an obstacle to escape. Ahem, a change of plans. While we rendezvous with Suhamric and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies. Though not too many, or Papa Lima will suffer. Fine, yeah, okay. I gotta go grab my cough drops. I will be right back. You guys can just look at us. Look at us. Halls breezers. Soothes everyday throat irritation. They are. Okay. Yep, okay, with my headphones. Alright, let's go. They're all my buddies. You know, that armor looks like it would not feel very nice if it got real cold. Ion Conquer thinks that it's pretty. That was quick. Lantern. So if this is supposed to be a hidden tunnel, why are there lamps everywhere? And they're all like lit and stuff. Yeah, I have Slayer, don't I? Forgetting about that. Yep. Oh, the music in this one. Like a string bit underneath the D here that I never noticed before. That's pretty. You know, I know that this fight used to be different, but I don't remember what it was like before. The only one I remember before they changed it is the middle one. Because that one was the one that was a huge pain in the ass that everybody hated. And that snow comes across the screen, I expected to do the hide and seek thing, but that's oh, poetics. That's a different. I you know. Guys, get out of there. Don't stand in the wind. The wind is hurting. It's giving you a fucking dot. Ugh. this is the one I remember. There's like sprickens running all around and kill or else there'd be a wipe. Where? Oh. Yeah, no. It's like nothing good in this one. I mean, I guess the accessories are handy. And bam! Get over here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There you go. Well, you know what? I should try to get the Fenrir mount with the saucer. Fenrir and Nidhogg are both are they both in Norse mythology? Like, I'm not sure. I mean, I think that Nidhogg is supposed to destroy the world. Well, Fenrir is wolf, and that's not it. But yeah, anyway, this Fenrir would be a good mount for Nidhogg. Why not? crashing. Ah, friggin' in a big old crocodile. Or friggin'. That was loud. Oh, bad guy. Didn't need to do that. But yeah, my MP was full, and I don't have enough to worry about moving. Oh! My sister's having a crisis and I'm ignoring her. I need to rate her new fit. Okay, fine. Rate my sister's new fit. Yeah. Where were we? Hey, come here. Hey guys, come on, come play with us. Let's go. Whee! There you go. Oh, dragons now. You are fucking not. Hey, that's food. Don't hit me and don't hit my buddy Albert. I responded to her. She got a fancy new hat, so it looks very nice. Hold on. Let's see. Let me look at this bit again. Okay. There we go. Finger of the apostate. That's not a finger, that's a key. Woof. 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 It's a woofy woof. I'm only holding his paw up like he's got an ouchie on a paw. You get an ouchie paw? There you go. Heaven's Word War. That's the name of the next expansion. Oh, running! Ah! Okay. You know, I don't know that there's actually like any trials or anything in this one. I could have gone back to my home world and had a problem. I don't think that. I mean, Shiva tends to show up in trial roulette pretty regularly. But whatever. Done bad it. And dead. I know I can't carry any more poetic. What the fuck is here? Don't marry me. Yay! Wait, oh, well that was pointless. That was pointless. Okay. Oh, that sound was my level unsyncing.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
Is that your same voice?
Yes,
Heaven's Word?
I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost.
What is a different version?
In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea.
For the
For
greater
Hydaelyn.
good. Greater good. Wow, it's been hot buzzing too long, I can't do it right. So, uh, Arshipon's voice actor doesn't change. Nemric's doesn't change. But Ilbert's and Azale's change. And that's curious. Isn't that curious, future lady wife? That took longer than I expected. What news, Nidhogg? I met the lady. She sounds funny. I'm used to her. Heavensward voice actress. So Iceheart is but a pseudonym, not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhaps they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share their credit for it too. Hope be praised, Nidhogg. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urianger have been busy perusing the archives of House Tom, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedents should be here any moment. Any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Shiver. You know, every time I mention Iceheart's name, nice car. Hey, that guy was nice to me. I always think of Iceheart from the Star Wars, the old expanded universe. The name, the actual name seems similar to Snow Vital. The Zane and versus Sail. You don't give a shit, Alphino. Though not given to small talk, Alphino can think of no better way to pass the time until Minfilia arrives. I don't want to have small talk with him either. I'd rather go chat with Emric. He's handsome. See, look, she was smart enough to put on a coat. Antecedents. You came to us straight from the archives of House Tom. I trust your time to fruitful. Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts. I hate that word. I can't pronounce it. Well, excuse me. But what? I'm sorry. Excuse me. What we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins according to the Ishgarian faith. My brother, gross. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, a blessed union of man and dragon. My brother, Yuki. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Tom. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Well, she said something about Hydaelyn. Don't look at my ugly pants. Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. The greater good. I think Sir Emeric might take issue with her methods. Yeah. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You know the goblin sappers in the boat have this really sexy little head for a gourd. I like it. You pursued your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Emeric. Unless you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Helone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. It was a different time, nay, a different era, and scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. The man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiating table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom is worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Magomak XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mughals guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia, they have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? It seems that way. My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetherite Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetherite somewhere not too far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of this second aetherite, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlian may be able to assist us. Maybe a really tall one, with really cool hair, who is too cool for this game. I pray you are right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. While Minfilia looks into our aetherite problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Kurthis is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leaders' whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I fear that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware. Nod. Good, I knew you would understand. You, Yuhase, can apprise me of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. That. What you... Anywho. Yuhase, evil little man. Hello. There you are, Nidhogg. Commander Leviure instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Ul'dah, and for a man accustomed to the feel of feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand. Merely a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danacin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Yay, bye. Try to be sneaky again. Master of subterfuge. There it is. Nope. Where? Oh, purple. Where's the purple? Purple? Oh, no purple. This dude. What's up, dude? Balls, my ankle's on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danacin Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you're not sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. I know Danacin Pass. You can get earlier. Chinchillas! Is let me see. Wait, where? Where? Here? Oh, there they are. Footprints. Those are very small footprints. Just lead southeast. Estinians footprints? Let's see. Are they small enough to be you? You're not even big enough to leave footprints, so they couldn't possibly be you. What's up, guy? Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There's a great scale beast, and Hase, I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, and so we did too. Okay, bye. Oh, there's the purple. What's up, man? The crystal bracelets cannot possibly exist long enough for you to have a derogatory nickname for them. At least anything more derogatory than crystal brave. I've maintained is a very dumb name. Hey, I didn't even have to aid you. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I found myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. It speaks for itself, does it not? They cannot possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. I think you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're just making up excuses to get the evil little Lalafell. Hey, suspicious person. You seem suspicious. How's it going? I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes the gates. That guy's got purple hair. Hello. Well, stay with him then if you think you'll fare any better. Bye. Now, there's no need for that. Don't get sloppy now. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yugity! Did your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk? No, I have done no wrong. None but meat and secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Fancy meeting you here, Nidhogg. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. A beggar's belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Guardian spy may have been providing assistance to Isart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugity and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Elf knows too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence to prevent this tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. Yay! That is a most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, one which I gladly accept. You are not invited. Thank you, though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Nidhogg, let us wait inside for Captain Ilberd and return and deliver his report. Yay. Yawn. Alpha, no. Alfie, no. Alfie, no. Alfie, no. What's up, bro? Captain Ilberd seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble with requests. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning that Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Yeah, sure do. Have a lot to do. That looks real bad, but it's got abs on it. But it looks real bad, but it's got abs. Alphino is eager to hear Ilberd's report on the Ivy. Sloppy! Ilberd, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us not that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Asgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven far more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that their needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlement, needless to say that included those originating from House Tom. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. Did he have purple hair? None other. With very little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least, but what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Raubon's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? It is the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the campaign's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the three grand companies, Old Oz was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa, Lominsa, and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal one's mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Old Oz's military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymaster. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raubon faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. He was quite sloppy. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now, aye. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monarchists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Neil von Down's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would have never risked supplying Raubon with an army. It is but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Ahem, returning to the west. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to field blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting the crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Emmerich, informing him of our success in identifying the heretic abettors. Hopefully, the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I'm aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Nidhogg, as the realm's stoutest champion. It is only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. I don't, because I don't need it. She's not my boss, and neither are you. I can do whatever I want. I'm grown up. Hey. Yeah, don't get sloppy. Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nothica's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. 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 Okay. Gijinka. Really, the next patch they're gonna change the, they're gonna give you the option to sort destinations by expansion. I'm not sure why that would be helpful, but you know, it's nice to have as an option. Hello, I need to spend my poetic. Yep. Speaking the water. Look at that. Aren't I fancy? Okay. What does this look like, guys? That changes nothing. Okay, nothing noteworthy. Oh, hard. Yeah, hard. Shit. Like, no, I did it again. I was like, old Gardania. I don't know why I always mix up old Gardania and new Gardania. Floppy. Okay, don't get floppy. I know I already made that joke, but I'll make it again. Thanks for coming, Nidhogg. If you're ready to speak with the client, yes, I know how to get there.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader, not so his uncle.
So, young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Ah! I'm getting wet! I'm getting rained upon! Boy! Boy! Stop this from happening. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this, deep-rooted mistrust among the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understanding that they like, but their unity means little unless to the common folk. Take the Luminsons, for instance. Though Admiral Merlib outlawed primacy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling wooden-legged pet goats. And likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Uldans scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Uldan Saidi Adeleji, for example. But that is beside the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartano is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale combat. But enough idle musing, let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke with the Observatorium, Captain Ilbert has further shortened his list of suspects, and by a happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate has lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end in Nidhogg. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilbert near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Kurthus, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Goodbye. Yes, mate. And boing. Where is nope, wrong way. This way. There we go. There he is. This guy. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Yay. Let's see what it looks like. See. What the hell is that? That's just... oh. They love it. Hilbert is convinced that he has discovered the Ivy's identity and is preparing to move against the Garlean spy. Listen well, the spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Aline Ryu, Valbon's second in command. Joining the Immortal Flame, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skilled polearm has been seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed a grand company, Valbon chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed is of no interest. The Monitors saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the alliance. Yet the Monitors did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Ryu was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold of the Monitress? Oh, thank you. These revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Ryu's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Valbon attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretext. She's up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of Ryu's guilt, but if we catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks, every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Zion? No, not. Eyes. The mention of eyes is kind of a sore spot for me. I would prefer if you didn't bring them up. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. Okay. Hey, Ryu! People have ember shoots, and I don't own one yet. Oh, there's Bart. Ryu is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. There you go. Where they at? Where they at? There you at. Okay. So Ryu has entered the Carline canopy, meeting someone by chance? Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. FME is her name. I shall remain here in case Ryu appears. No, I saw some video on Tumblr of some French person saying elephant names, and they said how to pronounce Ivy's name, and I don't remember, so I'm just going by how I vaguely told them pronouncing it. The actor doing so. That's why I'm calling it that. Anyway, hi! You have very large ears. Nidhogg! Such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant! No, she didn't come this way. I noted every passenger and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Goodbye. You're not very sneaky. La la la. La 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 la. Ooh. Hey. Blah. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And are you sure she did not board an airship? Where she did not come back out easy either. Where in the seven hell should she have gone? Could she have gone? The roost! How could I forget? Ninja guy. Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some monthly tonic? A couple a day, and use a man of creative vigor if you'd take my meeting. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You're a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search of the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall support you from the shadows. I really hope you mean adjusting my microphone. Thanks as well for the Dolmens. Were it not for their unique talents, Ryu would have disappeared without a trace. Yeah! The archer stuff. Over to Gijinka to resume and pursuit of Ellie Ryu. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Ryu's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall lead you as you see here. Nope, I got nothing to do. I got nothing to do. Aww. Well, that was not neither. No. I don't know. Here we go. I don't need these grapes. I don't care. Gijinka. 200,000. That is too many. There's too many monies. Somebody put them on the market board on Wave Record Store or for a lot less than that. Like 20,000. That's how much money I have in my pocket. Eesh. Hey, okay. Now. Look at you, brave cat. A catted boy. A moonkeeper catted boy. They are quite rare. Good luck to you. Bye. only 3 captive Moonkeeper captive boys in the whole game that have names. I mean, if you don't count the Crow King, which I don't think the Crow King is not a name. And also because he wants to be a Sun Secret captive boy. Let's stand right past him. Yeah, come in. This way, my friends. You beauty. The quarry next door to the Hawthorne Hut. If I use truth, when we speak, we can expect that she needs to make contact with the Garlean masters there. Situation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious forensic ironworks have provided us with devices which deflect these communications, and we have installed them around a city space. In so doing, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Why, you would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with their Imperial contact directly. Yet, it is a well-known place, in the immortal fringe, she cannot move without Bannerland without being recognized. It will only be a matter of time before someone caught her in disguise. It is for this reason, I believe, that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her destined meeting. Gale is in her common sight here, and her comings and goings are not likely to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Guardians have sent agents with the mind of destroying the devices and direct contact and necessary. Fortunately, I shall be the best far been successful in without fingernail. This is it. You need only make for a Hawthorne's Hut, and that's where you will be at. Bye. No. On. My people report that Aquarius departed for the Bramble Hatch. The Ivy returned to the halls when she came, perhaps it was all for the better. Being victim of understanding, we will inquire again the evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act which she needs to for the Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall wait in the shadows, temporarily, my friends. Goodbye. I think we will be getting leaders. Okay. Oh. Just beyond our years in conversation with an individual crowd in the matter of an adventure and an influential hearing it out. This is it for me. Right, Marshal, I mean, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool. Bye. Oh, not so bye. Damn patient. Wow, he's all sour and burning colors. Gijinka.
Traded Grimson very well. If you think do think of something to say, though, just let me turn to say it later. Careful, quietly, or I shall make you bad. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have not to hide. No. No, he's not here. Hi. Even the warrior by using now not it have hope to see by force. The fighter claims to surrender to the modern position, and the awareness of the position of the power. If the RAB that's a move, we hope that the technology is find out the immortal place, where after the back of the Twitter and die. They have been, so will have the grand company to deserve the legacy to the present. If I'm the asshole, now we talk. I don't know. To the silence, we see the way I start to sing them. Could I dare say you are me, even in turn to write yourself? Not that. Fear not, my question and I shall respect the aftermath, and need not waste your talents here. Now, seeking a talent, and you consider training our traditionally. You have gaps before I will lose something to talk. Friend. Sorry, that is not very talky. Is there any consolation, the name I've been doing lots of imaging. We want to get good gear for, scouting class. On trail. It's, really use pirate things. People are suspecting there's going to be mining. Also, authorities. Good hiding. No, that's it. Hi. Hi, back. Welcome back, Nidhogg. I understand all the task I had a task for you, and after it was a bunch of bullshit. Charges of treason, espionage against everywhere you I can scarcely get. But the matter is a matter of misunderstanding. No, the best is not to lie, so that the truth may be, you must trust with the authorities to discover. Let us speak of the matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way to isolate say stuff. Cool. Has everyone hesitated to come back together this way? No, I've noticed that, as you do recall, I saw you see the right to the best of the snowboat where for a short distance to the west. Most likely from the sanctuary is the description. It is there that the section is to shut some of the lady for the social soul in the house of Pompey. There it is believed that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint. But it, as you suspect, they need those that are unusual, the kind of way that these tries it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to the final. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped and stopped and shout. But first, you must not the obstacle that are isolated in place would be a simple matter to tap it into the establishing the net and thereby follow our clearing. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the ether to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second ether upon arrival. A reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Urianger, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise. A colleague of ours who is currently en route to Redmond's home, Charlie. She should be arriving in an hour, in fact. How convenient. Since you are here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await your coming. Okay. Lucky me, you know. The first time I played this game, I record the end quote for her because she's simply too cool for this layman's game. There's no way they could keep her around for long. I was gonna do it today and then I didn't. So this week, by taking like testosterone, built-in energy, and motivation to stop taking advantage. Alrighty, so Minfilia. Hi.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar, and an authority on aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
So, Moonbreeder, I like you. Okay. Let's return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. I really hope this is going to be done soon. Since I'm getting tired, but I can't stream past 7 o'clock. I think I have new neighbors and I don't want to bother them. As before it's done, I guess it's fine. Like, always finish it up next stream. And then we'll just have to do the end of this, and then we'll do those that in like a second on 5 minutes. Excuse me. Now it's purple. Oh shit.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on. Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetheryte. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risk the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Ah! Filia! Am I going to be exploded? Instruments of our deliverance. The plan has been devised, and Filia would have it carried out without further delay. I've already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed, that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. And he also said he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Nidhogg, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. Yeah, maybe. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, okay. Whee! One day. Bam! Off I go. Bam! Lion. Both is bothering me. Let's care for them. Yeah. There. Hi. Cool. Hi. Good to see you, Nidhogg. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. About what? Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Valine Ryu and Ulda as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the aetheryte. After you, Scion. The janky aetheryte. Why is there like a thingy around top of it? God. God. Etherite is like their favorite little bit of magical bullshit. Like anytime they just need some magical bullshit to do some magical crap, they just bring out the Etherite. I mean the shit was called Foresight. That's their magical bullshit. There, it's ready. Etherites have a very specific use. It's Oresight. Ah, it worked, I think. Try tuning yourself to the Etherite now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Okay. We have done all we can, Nidhogg. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Yeah, I know. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. If she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Excuse me, some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moonbeata's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Ah, before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich. Hi. Cool. Hi. Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read you this letter. Ahem. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Nidhogg, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you would wield yours and surface to a greater cause. May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Aww. That's our future lady wife. Dang. Less family. Alright, let's go to Gold Bottom. See how much that puppy mount is. I was like, wait, why am I wearing leggings? I remember I have the Baltian loincloth on. How many people here? I'm used to not this many people. That's 3, right? Yeah. Fenrir, 1,000,000! Okay, well, we're gonna work hard. Oh! This guy looks cool. Damn. Yo, there. Where's the go? Yeah. Why do I have 7 Chimera cards? That's a lot of Chimera cards. Alright. Here. See if I can actually win. No. I get the other one. I mean, one way, either way. If I get on with the. I already have all the red cards, so. Oh, come on, you let me win. Whatever. Bye. That 8. Okay. Wow. This one is take it. Yeah, win. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. You know, one of these days the duty will pop and I won't scream like a fucking moron. What's up, girl?
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Like my sister-in-law at all. You look old. Gonna be frozen. I have to have the initial pose. Kick your ass. Can't wait till I brag to my brother I kicked some simulacrum of his wife's ass. He'll be very impressed with me. Let's give it to Cat Girl. Received a commendation. Hooray!
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. that no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
This line funny. Well, my boss is gonna be happy. God damn it. Anyway. What's up, Moon Raider? The 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? I kicked your butt and she left. Ice Hearted, what? Are you certain about that? Are you? Giovannians are skilled with glamours after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough. I was only asking. Okay. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the rising stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you'd best to pay a visit to White Grim Front and speak with Alphino. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Ashgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. I'm sorry, Goldfox, if you keep your head out of that. Hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right there. There we go. Hi. I'm back. Nope. Up. I am not taking the stairs. Fuck that. Okay. Ah. Cool. Well, I don't know what here is my commanding officer. This little brat sure isn't. He's not. This thing definitely isn't. I have no commanding officer. I am the commanding officer. Goldfox Taxi, you're my commanding officer. There he is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for all of us when I say I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration, and one for which we have Nidhogg to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we have accomplished. Yea. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Riamon, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Hold. Of that I have no doubt. I think there's only like 2 more cutscenes. Or just one? Is there another big exposition equal 101 cutscene at the end of this? But we're almost done. I think we're almost done. If they ask us to do something else, then we'll have to end it. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the House of Forton's caravan? Less the crystals, which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Oh, on an unrelated note, Nidhogg, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? Why, so we can kiss? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I'm told. I am fine. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less. I mean, it would have been funny if he had, like, just kind of jumped into the middle and been like, I'm gonna kick her ass! And then, like, he couldn't, because, it would have been funny. It would have been funny. Shown up, hot tempered. Would have been a funny outcome. He'd shown up, actually been the one to beat her, that would have been a funny outcome. Really, I can't think of a single outcome that would not have been funny. Should have let him go. I mean, I guess if he got killed. No, that would be funny too. Head of the curve routine. Anyway. Here we go. There's flowers here. Have there always been flowers here? Never noticed these flowers. They're flat. That one dimensional. Okay. Bam. Bam. Sup, bro? Hey, why is your name Greystone and you've got blue hair? What were you thinking, Nidhogg, wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway? And then engaging the abomination in mortal combat? By the fury, Nidhogg, this is the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. Ah, but you're here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have word with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us at the intercessory. Yay. I sense big version of him. I feel like he is going to be in the room, or will appear in the room. And I'll have to think of something funny to say, and I will fail. Don't have it, I can't. I'll figure something out.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Yeah, that's how politics work, kiddo.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind?
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Yay! Okay. Alright, so he didn't show up in this. He'll be thanks. So that's cool. I didn't have to think of something funny to say. Hi! For one with reason to celebrate, Elfno looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. Necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, and that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Nidhogg, it is better that we continue this conversation in more depth. Yeah. If this isn't the last quest of the past, it's definitely going to be the last quest of today because it's 10 o'clock. I gotta stop streaming. I don't want to bother the neighbors. Hi. Sorry. Okay. No, I think that this is because I remember. I vaguely remember that them in this like kind of thing could being passed out on this table for quite a while. So I'm pretty sure this is the last bit of the patch. I don't know if this was longer or shorter than the last one, but it certainly was more. It felt faster.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once. Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Nidhogg Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Well, alright, so it looks like there's a little bit left. But we can get into that next time because I got to stop streaming so that I do not bother with neighbors. So, everybody, have yourselves a good goddamn day, and probably it will be not Tuesday. Tuesday I'll be playing Patch. Probably maybe Wednesday. If not Wednesday, then the Tuesday after Tuesday. Well, you know, I'll schedule it in advance. Anyway, y'all take care of yourselves. Bye now.